A look at where the weapons used in violent crimes are coming from, especially when kids are the ones getting killed. Their lives and their names are more than just numbers.
But the numbers do point to a disturbing trend. 21 kids under 18 years old shot and killed in Indianapolis this year, far more than we've seen in recent years.
Yeah, last night investigators say 2 teenagers were found shot near Emerson Avenue and East 30th Street. IMPD says a 15-year-old boy was hurt and taken to the hospital. 14-year-old Kaylia Dean, an Arsenal Tech student, died at the scene. WRTV's Adam Shum spoke today with her family.
It's a family's worst nightmare.
What can these kids do to make somebody that mad?
They was in the car and they said my daughter was thrown out and shot. I have no idea. I talked to her right before, like 5 minutes before it even happened.
Kaylia Dean's mother and father know all too well how gun violence can impact a family. Their daughter, Dorisha Young, was shot and killed in 2021 on Indy's southeast side. She was 21 years old.
I feel empty. My life's been taken away. I'll never get to see him again.
Since then, Dorisha Young has turned that pain into purpose, starting Riri's Place in Kokomo in honor of Dorisha.
This is Riri's Place. It's not the best, but I had to make things work so I could open.
The goal is to create a safe space for families who have been impacted by violence. Riri's Place will now honor Kaylia as well.
I know it looks more a mess right now, but I got till next week to get everything situated and moved around and put away.
We've seen that so many of the shootings and killings that we're seeing, are in our district are being carried out by people who, under the law, should have never had the gun in the first place.
IMPD numbers show that at least 5 of the 8 homicide victims this month have been kids. U.S. District Attorney of Southern Indiana Zachary Myers says he works with local agencies to track where the illegal guns are coming from.
So often in these shootings, we're finding guns that have been stolen, guns stolen from homes or from vehicles.
He says the Department of Justice's Project Safe Neighborhood is trying to stop crime before it happens, knowing that firearms are winding up in the hands of those who shouldn't have them.
So a lot of these guns are being purchased. They might have been purchased from a gun store that is regulated by the federal government, but they're being purchased by gun traffickers.
Myers says that the fight against gun violence is far from over, which is why his office works to hold those violent offenders accountable so these families don't have to feel what they're feeling.
She's a baby, these kids. All the children are getting killed out here by gun violence.
In Indianapolis, Adam Shums, WRTV.
Next month, the Department of Justice has invited federal and local law enforcement from across the country to Indianapolis for a violent crime reduction summit that begins on December 11th.
Well, 2 weeks ago, a 15-year-old student at KIPP Indy was shot and killed by another teenager outside his school. And now the suspect is charged with murder and attempted murder. IMPD says the suspect was caught after a brief chase near KIPP Indy. He was not a student there. He appeared in juvenile court this morning, and a waiver hearing will determine if this case will remain in juvenile court or if he'll be charged as an adult. A waiver hearing will determine if the suspect will be charged as a juvenile or an adult court. Investigators have not shared any information about a suspect or suspects in a shooting that killed 13-year-old Dayon Lyles on Wednesday. Officers found Dayon injured at an apartment complex on the northeast side. He died at the hospital. IMPD has said that they don't believe he was the intended target of the shooting. Dayon's family says he was a 7th grader at Indiana Math and Science Academy.
The Indianapolis Office of Public Health and Safety says it's looking for ways to help prevent gun violence as opposed to just responding to it, especially among young people. Officials say organizations across the city do a great job of providing programs and opportunities for youth, but it will take more to get kids and families involved.
It's all programming that is out there. How do we engage other individuals within that, right? How do we engage the families? How do we engage the moms, the dads, the grandparents, the guardians of these individuals? How do we keep people on track with knowing where the kids are at?
WRTV will continue to monitor and tell the stories of people looking for solutions to gun violence in Indianapolis.
All of our coverage is posted right now at WRTV.com and on the WRTV mobile app.